How's it going, everyone? PRM Collectibles here with another idol video, and so today we have AKB48. So let's get started. And so here I have AKB48 65th single, Masaka no Confession, and so I have limited editions type A through C. There is a regular edition as well, however, I do not have it. And so one thing I want to mention is I made a big mistake in my previous AKB48 unboxing. For Nantetate AKB48, I mentioned that as Murayama Yuiri's final participation as an AKB48 member. I was completely wrong. It's actually here in Masaka no Confession because we have her graduation song, Yuiri. Since she was the center for Nantetate Idol, it kind of made me feel like that was her big moment, so that's why it kind of clouded my judgment, making me think, oh, that was her final. But she ended up announcing graduation after that released, so it kind of threw me off. But anyways, her final participation is in Masaka no Confession. And so like I mentioned, I have limited editions type A through C here, not the regular edition. The reason for that is because I got it from an online sign event, which gave you exactly types A through C. So I did get an autograph for this release, which I'll be showing towards the end of the video, so you want to make sure to watch the whole thing. And so now the differences between the types. First off, regardless if it's limited edition or the regular editions, all of them are going to have a different third track for their CD. And so the differences between the limited and the regular edition is that limited edition is going to contain a Blu-ray. So it's going to contain a Blu-ray performance from their 18-stage Photocards. And so type A does have a documentary of it as well. B and C are just going to be the different songs from that concert. And so what the regular editions got going for it is photo cards. So unfortunately, limited editions do not contain photo cards. You only get the Blu-ray, which is disappointing in my opinion. I feel like every single idol release should have photo cards regardless of what type it is. And so now looking at the covers for type A, you could see that it's all the Senbatsu there. They have every single member. And from just looking at it, it's not like, unless you know, it doesn't really show that there's a specific center. Obviously, we know it's Yagi, but just from the album cover itself, they don't give a full sense of like, this is the center. So I kind of wish they kind of centered somebody a bit more. Obviously, you see both Yagi and then Yuyu in the side there, but I feel like they maybe should have made the center a bit more obvious in my opinion. And so for type B, now we kind of see Yagi a bit more in the center of things. So this one seems to be like the center herself, and then some of the popular members around her as well, some of like what people consider the aces of AKB48. And so in type C, you could kind of see that this one is kind of like the seniors of the Senbatsu, so these are the more experienced members in the front cover. You could see that has Yuiri as well in there, and I kind of felt like since Yuiri's like more in the center there, that this type should have her graduation song. Instead, it's in type A, which honestly isn't a big deal, of course, but I feel like it would have made more sense having it in type C since she seems more important in this front cover. All right, let's go ahead and open up type A. And so here I want to draw attention to one song, which is Sakura no Hanabiratachi 2025. So of course, this is a very important song for AKB48, and they felt to re-release it here using the current members, which I like, by the way. I like the song itself, and I like both the original and this current version, so I think it's a good track overall. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. And as you can see, immediately we're greeted by some gelatin. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the booklet. So there we have Yagi and Yuna in the front there. And then we have all of the aces pretty much here. Then a bunch of gelatin, which it seems like a lot of these group photos where it's a bunch of them, it seems like they just had them act natural and then they just took a bunch of photos because it seems kind of like a party setting. And even Yagi over here, she looks like she was kind of caught off guard a little bit with that smile that she has. And there it looks like somebody was going to throw something at Airi, I guess. We have Yuiri and Tsuki. And, of course, since they're surrounded by balloons, they're puffing out their cheeks. And then, of course, at the back, we have more desserts. Let's go ahead and open up type B. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. Let's go ahead and open up type C. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. And so unfortunately, all the booklets are the same. They have the same pictures. If you want to get specific, yes, the third track song lyrics are going to be different. It's going to be different words, but the picture is the same. So it's kind of unfortunate. I wish they did it like the Sakamichi groups, where every single type would have different photos of different members. I wish they did that here with AKB48. Even use some of the members that aren't in the Senbatsu itself, you know, it would have been nice, but unfortunately, no different types of booklets here. And so like I mentioned before, there's no autographs from limited editions. However, I did get this from an online sign event, so I did get a autograph from a member, and the autograph I got is from Sato Airi. And so the reason I chose Sato Airi is because during this time, and mainly specifically before as well, I wasn't very familiar with members after the 16th generation. And not for any particular reason, I just wasn't really keeping up as much at the time. So I then started looking into newer performances and things like that, and Sato Airi was one that caught my attention first, so I chose to get Sato Airi's autograph for this online sign event. And so now I am familiar with a lot of the newer generation members, and I do like them a lot, actually. So you might see some of their autographs in some of my future AKB48 unboxings. And so overall, I really liked this release. I enjoyed listening to the songs. I really liked Harewataru as well because of the aggressive sound of it, some of more towards the rock side of things, and I like the instrumentation as well. But overall, the songs were pretty good. And so for which ones to pick up, it's up to you whether you prefer getting photo cards, then the regular edition is the way to go. If you prefer getting the Blu-rays for the live performances, then get the limited editions. And so that's it for AKB48's Masaka no Confession. I do have Oh My Pumpkin, which will be coming out later, so you want to make sure to subscribe for that. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Follow me at PR Mastodon on Twitter and Instagram. I do have a live stream gaming channel on both Twitch and YouTube, PR Mastodon. So if you ever want to come hang out and chat, I'll be live there. And so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Kyun desu.